Hello everyone and welcome to the return of the Spirits deck. Kind of taking a break from Official Brand. Obviously I'll be back. I actually made a subreddit for the Official Brand deck for those who didn't see it. So if you still want to talk about that deck, just go on there and post questions or whatever. But my new project is going to be fine-tuning the Spirits deck. I made a video, it'll be in the description, or you could just search for my previous Spirits build. But that was a long time ago. That was actually, I believe, before Arkham's Astrolabe was even released. So I kind of revamped the entire mana base. I was playing like a lot of tapped lands, and the biggest issue I kept running into is, you know, your mana was just tapped all the time, and our mana was just not that good. I mean, we're playing Sultai blue, or, you know, we're playing 4 colors, whatever. Sultai's already blue, Sultai white, I guess. But Astrolabe really kind of shores up that weakness. Like Astrolabe plus Evolving Wild Ash Barrens. Our mana gets pretty consistent. It still has some issues. This is like kind of step 1 of the deck. So just like with Official Brand, you'll see me posting like a couple decks as we kind of try and fine tune this deck. There's kind of 2 main components of this deck. The first is we have a bunch of ways to infinitely fog lock the opponent. And that's kind of what lets us set up, lets us beat like a lot of the creature decks. It's really hard for Stompy to deal with infinite fogs. So that's kind of how we deal with that deck. We do that by playing 4 Kami the False Hope. It's like a Spore Frog, but it's a spirit, which is pretty relevant. Actually, every single spell aside from the artifacts is either a spirit or an arcane, which has relevance later. But playing 4 Kami, 4 Ethereal Haze. It is fog, but importantly, it prevents all damage, not just combat damage. That comes up sometimes, like if your opponent's like against burn, it stops damage from the Thermo Alchemist or whatever it is, things like that. It's pretty funny with Crypt Rats. Stops Crypt Rats from activating. Well, you can activate it, but it doesn't do anything. So things like that, just really got to watch out for that. But it's an arcane, and so probably most of you know, but for those who don't know, Splice onto an arcane is this weird mechanic from Kamigawa where, I mean, it explains it, but as you cast any arcane spell, you can basically add the effect of this spell onto it, which is pretty sweet. So you cast Ethereal Haze, and then let's say you have Soulless Revival in hand, you can splice Soulless Revival, so you get Ethereal Haze prevents all damage, and then Soulless Revival returns a creature from your graveyard to your hand, and you still keep Soulless Revival in hand. So you gain value this way. And so here's an example of an infinite combo. You have Ethereal Haze, Soulless Revival, Hanakami is a spirit that can get an arcane from your graveyard to hand. And so you play Ethereal Haze with an added effect of getting a creature back. You return Hanakami, and then you only use Ethereal Haze in that process. And then you cast Hanakami, sacrifice it, get back Ethereal Haze, and so you just keep looping that over and over, and your opponent can't do anything. You can also go infinite with like 2 Soulless Revivals targeting Hanakami and Kami of False Hope, or like Death Denied. I mean, you can see how that would go infinite, right? Just get back like 4 Kami of False Hopes, fog them for 4 turns. It's pretty sweet. So there's a lot of ways just to loop fogs. Like, you know, Rend Flesh, splice a Soulless Revival, get back Kami, all that kind of stuff. So that's basically the way we stay alive. And then the combo engine, so we actually have an infinite combo kind of tucked in the back. We fog until we can set up, and then we have an infinite combo. Petalmine Baku is kind of the engine that keeps everything going, and basically whenever we cast a spirit or arcane spell, this starts getting counters, and then we can remove counters to add mana of any color. So the first counter, basically this filters for mana, but then once it has 2 counters, every extra counter, it adds mana. And so, I mean, this can get up to like 10 counters, and then you have this creature that just adds 10 mana. So it's pretty nice. And then we have Floating Dream Zubera. For those who are familiar with the Zubera Storm combo, basically the idea is you kill Zuberas a bunch of times in one turn. So the first one that dies, you draw 1. The second one that dies, you draw 2 cards, and you just keep going until you draw your whole deck. And we have a lot of recursion to bring back the Zubera. Like I said, you can Soulless Revival, splicing Soulless Revival to get them back. You can like sacrifice a bunch and then Death Denied them back. Thief of Hope is the way we win the game. Every time we cast a spell, our opponent loses 1 life and we gain a life. So you just cast 20 spells or have multiple Thief of Hopes in play, and you just ping them to death. It seems like it wouldn't be that useful, but it actually, this does a lot of damage very quickly. Because you can imagine, like, right, we've established the Haze, Solar Survival, Hanakami loop. That's 2 spells every turn that we're casting. If you have 2 Thief of Hopes in play, that's 4 damage. They can't hit you. That's, I mean, that's a really fast way to win the game. And then Thief of Hope has Soul Shift, so when it dies, we can get a Spirit with converted mana cost 2 or less from our graveyard to hand. Mostly this is useful for comboing off with Floating Dream Zubera. So like you play Zubera, sacrifice it, and then, you know, you use all your Soulless Revivals, sacrifice all those, and then you can like sacrifice Thief of Hope to get the last Floating Dream Zubera trigger. And then at that point you should hopefully draw like your Death Denies or Soulless Revivals and get them all back. And then kind of to facilitate that, we have Ashnod's Altar as like our main sack outlet. You don't really need this, but it lets us go infinite. So if you have, I think 2 Petalmane Bakus is all you really need, but it really depends on what's in your hand. With 3, it's like almost guaranteed infinite, but 3 Petalmane Bakus and some Floating Dream Zuberas. Every time you cast a Floating Dream Zubera, you effectively add 3 mana, and then you sacrifice it for 2 mana, so you've gained like 5 mana from this Floating Dream Zubera that only costs 2. So you're plus 3, and then you can use that 3 mana to like Soulless Revival, get it back. All of your Kami of False Hopes, you know, they act as like Dark Ritual because you cast it for 1. If you have a couple Petalmane Bakus out, it adds 3 mana. So you kind of just like go through your deck that way, draw everything, and then you return all your Thief of Hopes to play, and then you just start casting, you know, some Kami of False Hope loop and ping your opponent out. Along that line, we have 2 Ribbons of the Rikai. I'm not actually sure what's better between these, so I'm trying the Ribbons, but obviously Death Denied could just be better. This is, I think, better than Distant Melody. So Distant Melody is a spell that costs 4 that basically has the same effect. You name a creature type and draw a card, but this being an arcane means we can splice arcanes onto it. Like, so you can cast Ribbons of the Rikai and Soulless Revival, which is pretty sick. It triggers Petalmane Baku, which is kind of the reason I think it's already better, because with 1 Petalmane Baku out, it effectively costs 4. With 2, it's actually cheaper than Distant Melody. And then it does damage off Thief of Hope, plus you can get it back with Hanakami if you like really need to draw a lot of cards. So I think it's better, but we'll see. Running the 1 of Rend Flesh, just kind of a good catch-all to have in your deck. We probably don't need removal, so I could see removing this in future builds, but we're going to try it. It's always good to have removal. And then Wear Away, there's usually some type of like annoying artifact or enchantment your opponent might be playing, so having 1 main deck is not that bad. But yeah, this is kind of like this is really the first iteration, because I haven't played this deck in months. So we'll go from there. Onto the sideboard, we have 4 Silent Chant Zubera. Specifically, this is in for Burn, because Fog is just not that good against Burn, right? I mean, they're playing like Chain Lightning's Lightning Bolts and all that, and that doesn't do anything. So against Burn, we kind of sideboard in to be all in on the combo. So Silent Chant Zubera, they don't just trigger off themselves, so any Zubera that dies. So if you like sacrifice 2 Silent Chant Zuberas and a Floating Dream Zubera at the same time, you will draw 3 cards and you will gain 12 life. Which, I mean, that already wins the game against Burn pretty much. So that's kind of the main goal, is bring these in and then just try and combo, gain life off Thief of Hope and kill them. We have 4 Spore Frog against creature decks like Stompy. We can go up to 12 Fogs, and that is kind of just ridiculous. We get 12 Fogs, and then we just set up for the Zubera combo and go off that way. It works pretty well, but we also have Crypt Rats, because sometimes the Fog loop can like fizzle, or, you know, you're not really building towards anything. So Crypt Rats gives us a failsafe of, okay, well, we can wipe their board, start over, build up again, and then try and combo off. It's just a good card, especially against some opponents have a way to like prevent, what is it, Flaring Pain, damage can't be prevented. So Crypt Rats is really good for that. Rending Vines is one of my favorite cards, and I might just play this in like normal decks. It's 3 mana, you destroy an artifact or enchantment if the converted mana cost is less than or equal to the number of cards in your hand. Most of the time we're using this to bring in against decks that have graveyard hate, but it's also pretty useful against decks like Tron that really rely pretty heavily on Astrolabe mana, because the problem with bringing in cards to kill Astrolabe normally is usually down a card. But Rending Vines, you draw a card when you cast it. Plus it's an arcane, so we get all the extra value of like picking our opponent for damage, gaining mana, we can splice Soul Survival onto it and stuff. So it's pretty sweet. Then we can like bring it back with Hanakami and just like slowly kill all of their Astrolabes until they don't have mana. But mostly it's in there to kill Relic of Progenitus, because a lot of our recursion is graveyard based, so you kind of need an out to Relic. And then one Ashnod's Altar to bring in with the Silent Chant Zuberas for when we really want to combo out pretty quickly. Yeah, so that's the deck. We're going to run through some leagues, talk about it a bit at the end, and then see what changes we can do to improve the deck. See you guys then. All right, here for round 1 against actually me and McKing. It's a weird name. We're going to go first. It's a mulligan. It would be pretty good if we had another land, but you can't actually cycle Ash Barrens on its own. This hand is good though. I'm going to keep this one. And I think I'm going to get rid of Rend Flesh. I know it's our only removal spell, but usually we just use fogs instead of removal spells and it ends up fine. And I kind of want to draw... yeah, I'm going to play Snow-Covered Plains. If Astrolabe gets countered for some reason, because some people are playing like Steel Sabotage or Spell Pierce, that would be kind of bad. So I'd rather just run this out in the next turn Evolving Wilds. It's a little bit less efficient, but that's not really that big of a deal for our deck. We're not trying to be like max efficient, we're trying to grind them out until they die. I don't know why I'm fetching right now, but save some time I suppose. I'm going to get a Forest. It doesn't matter too much. And I'm going to save the Kami to play after the Petalmain and the Thief of Hope. It doesn't look like Fog is going to be super necessary. Yeah, so they're like Jeskai, whatever. Okay, there's Ethereal Haze. Really good with Soulless Revival. So let's play Petalmain Baku and then Evolving Wilds. Opponent probably doing a double take. They're like, wait, that's not the deck that I was thinking about before. Go ahead. They definitely read the card. So the benefit of decks that are not meta, your opponents probably haven't played against them before. You know, if they don't know what Petalmain Baku does, they might think it's like automatic kill on sight, or they might think it's bad. And it looks like opponent's having mana troubles. So I'm going to fetch a Swamp here, resolve Thief of Hope before they can counter it. Because Thief of Hope getting countered, oh, they're just completely missing land drops. That's pretty nice for us. Yeah, I'm cool with my opponent discarding the hand size over there. Okay, let's go Thief. So you want to do always yes, always yield. And Thief of Hope is the real MVP of this deck. Pretty much the only reason this deck is good and or possible. Thief of Hope is your win condition, it's your redundancy, it's your life gain. Like, card's insane. Let's hit for 1, pass turn. We're gonna fetch an island, just get the full mana base here in all its glory. And if our opponent's still discarding, right? I mean, they whiffed, they bottomed both off Preordain. Like, things aren't getting easier. Okay, they got lands. And don't kill it. No, okay, Thief of Hope is getting hit by Skred. Pretty unfortunate. We don't get any value off the Soul Shift, but that's fine. We can just get it back with Ethereal Haze. Let's get the island. Hanakami. Okay, I mean, that's the full loop. So let's play Hanakami. Hit for 1. I think my doorbell just rang. Hang on. Hey, my package got here. That was nice. I was like, why would my doorbell be ringing? But that makes sense. It was food, obviously. Okay, Glinthawk getting back a thing. So they cast Astrolabe. They only have 1 mana up, so I'm going to use this turn now to Soulless Revival back to Thief of Hope. Because I think they might have Dispel, but I just don't want to get hit by like Spell Stutter Sprite. That would be pretty rough. Okay, that resolves. Sweet. And so the reason for doing it now is they could go Astrolabe, then play a land and have Counterspell up. So you just want to do it while it's on the stack. So they're Skredding the Petalmain Baku probably. That's fine. Okay, never mind. They're not Skredding. Probably better to not do that. Death Denied is a good draw. So let's go Thief of Hope. And I kind of want to just hold up mana, because if they kill Thief of Hope, I want to sacrifice Hanakami in response, and then get back like Ethereal Haze. And then we get back Hanakami off the Thief of Hope trigger, so it just goes a lot better. Okay, so they bolt that. So let's add a bunch of green. How much mana do we need? I think we need 5. It's right now we can get up to 4, and that's enough to sacrifice Hanakami and then just Soulless Revival back Thief of Hope. Maybe I just do all of that now while they're tapped out. So let's add 4 green. Yeah. Sack you, get back this. Thief of Hope dies, we get Hanakami back. And then we make black. And Soulless Revival, Thief of Hope, just while they're tapped out. I don't know why it resets the Baku counters, but... And then we can Hanakami back, Soulless Revival, and start over. But with Death Denied, we don't even really need that. Let's see how they preordain. They probably are looking for lands. 1 bottom, 1 top, okay. Okay, let's lead with Hanakami. I don't really want to run out Thief of Hope into what is almost certainly a counterspell here. And if they counter this, then we can play Thief of Hope, yeah. I guess I can play Astrolabe, try and hit a land, and then if not, I can use Petalmane Baku to play Thief. Yeah, that seems good. Good for 1, pass turn. Okay, they Muldrift or Ephemerate, they get to draw a bunch of cards, but they're gonna have to, they actually don't have to discard, do they? Alright, take 2. The funny thing is we can actually compete with this amount of card advantage. Let's go Zubera. Always yield here and always yield here. And I kind of want to just play another Zubera. And then I'll offer the trade of Thief of Hope here. Otherwise their Ephemerate's like pretty bad. And if they take damage, like their life total, they don't really have a way to gain life. So Thief of Hope just being in play is such a like a good threat against them. Plus we can just Suicide or Floating Dream Zubera is kind of however, we don't really care. Okay, they scred the Baku. Yep, I guess this is the game we decide. If we can beat 4 mana, draw 6 cards with our deck. Opponent has 8 cards in hand. Okay. What do they discard? They discard a Trinket Mage, interesting. Let's play a land. Do I want to attack with Thief of Hope? I kind of like having Thief of Hope in play now. So let's just attack with these 2. They just take it, okay. Nice, let's play Kami. You go to 10. Pass turn. So if they tap out end of turn, we can Death Denied, getting back Hanakami, and then Hanakami gets back Death Denied. It's all pretty beautiful. So they discarded 1 pulse. They could have another. Okay, that's fine. Let's get back our 2 guys here. Take 4. Totally cool with me. Yep. Ephemerate granting vigilance is kind of funny. Yeah, we get to find out who is the bigger engine. I think their decks usually run 1 main deck relic, which would be kind of rough. But if they discarded Trinket Mage, maybe they just don't know that that's good here. Okay, they're at 15. Ooh, Ashnod's Altar is pretty good here. Let's lead on Petalmane Baku, because they probably have to counter that. They scred that. Okay. Well, they only have 1 blue open. I guess at this point now we can just resolve Hanakami, right? Always yes. Say yes. And then pass turn. Hanakami gets back Death Denied. I could attack with the Zuberas, but honestly now at this point I kind of want them so I can Ashnod's Altar next turn. I will say, probably we're an underdog in this matchup, but once Ephemerate, well, I'm assuming Ephemerate will get banned. Once/if Ephemerate gets banned, I think our card advantage engine is just stronger. Yep, take 2. Or take 4, we fall to 11. That's not really an issue. We have like a million fog effects. Basically, we want to save fog for when they have like a bunch of flyers in play. So now they go Archaeomancer, getting back Ephemerate. And it begins. Yep. I think this deck needs some kind of like graveyard hate. That's probably one thing we're missing. Ephemerate him. Let's see what they target. Probably just grabbing a counter spell. Oh, I see. They just want to go. They must have counterspell in their hand then. Get back. Death denied. So they have to discard. They discard a Muldrifter. Nice. Thief of Hope is pretty good. Do I even want that getting countered? I think that's fine. Yeah, let's play Thief of Hope. We get another counter on Baku as well. So they counter that. Can we go off here? So I can add 2 and I can play Ashnod's Altar. That's gotta be worth it. Sacrifice, sacrifice. Then we can go Swamp. With the Swamp, I believe we can... So we have a couple options. We can Death Denied and then go for another Zubera. Or we can try and just actually go off and play another Petalmain Baku. I think I like the Petalmain Baku route. Right, we do that. We can actually sacrifice Kami of False Hope here for more mana. So I think I actually do that at this point. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can Death Denied for 3. Because Kami doesn't do very much, although our life total is pretty low. I think we have to try and go for it here. So do that. Add black. Death Denied for 3, targeting Thief. And I guess Hanakami is like pretty sick here, but let's get Kami back. Then we take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage next turn, but then we can just kind of go off the following turn. Sure. I think this is certainly a matchup for Crypt Rats. I kind of wish I had any graveyard hate. I don't have any in my deck, and that's got to be a mistake. Yeah, now we take a bunch of damage. This is kind of problematic. Yep, they ephemerate him, getting back counterspell or something. Oh, am I actually just dead? That's disgusting. Yeah, alright. Played that one a little too close. Yeah, they can do that, and then they can ephemerate Bolt again. And I can't do anything about it. Alright. Well, I think we would have had it. Yeah, the infinite ephemerate, we need a way to beat that. So maybe... I think I can say that the Kami of False Hopes are not that good. That's for sure. I like Rending Vines against all of this just to hurt their mana. Rend Flesh is like not that good either. So we can bring in the Zuberas or Crypt Rats. Crypt Rats like stops all their ephemerate stuff. So I kind of like just doing that. Although I do want at least one. I want some way to gain life. So at least having one white Zubera does something. Maybe something like this. I think Wear Away is probably worse than Rending Vines. Sure. We're gonna do that. Alright, let's go first. Yeah, I'll keep this. I don't love this hand, but double Rending Vines is kind of hilarious. Especially if they're like, I don't know, if they have a weak mana base. We can definitely just get them. And we already have all of our colors, so probably I just Ash Barrens for another forest. That way I can go Baku turn 2 into Rending Vines turn 3. That seems good to me. Also, winning on time is a very real possibility. That was game 1, and our opponent used half of their clock. So if we win this one, then we'll be up time in game 3. We have to win this one, that's for sure, but hopefully we can just screw them off of their mana with Rending Vines and then go from there. Oh, I messed up. I was supposed to Ash Barrens. Oh no. That was actually a pretty big mistake. I think at this point I just can't Petalmain Baku. Yeah, we're gonna have to play one turn off curve. That was pretty bad, but you live and you learn. I just need to maximize my chance of Rending Vines on turn 3 to cut their Astrolabe. End step, we Ash Barrens. Get the forest. Yeah, it would be a lot better if we had Petalmain Baku in play, but that's okay. They could have Dispel, but that's fine. The odds of them having Dispel are pretty low. And this stops them from being able to like play any of the creatures that return permanents to hand, right? They don't have white and they don't have a way to get white. Okay, now they have white, but if they just like play one of their creatures, they have to return a land to hand, which is significantly worse than bouncing an Astrolabe. Trinket Mage, probably getting a Relic. Yeah, so Relic is an issue, but we can kill that with another Rending Vines. Thief of Hope. I think I'm actually going to run out the Petalmain Baku first. That way if Thief of Hope dies, then we have something to get back. And I think they're going to play Relic. Hopefully they tap out, and then we can kill the Relic with Rending Vines. Okay, exile Ashburns. Come on, cast Preordain. They know they want to cast Preordain, right? Yeah, okay. And what do we want to draw a 2-drop? That would be the most efficient. Another Soulless Revival, okay. Let's go Swamp Rending Vines. Oh, that's actually pretty sick. We can splice. So we kill that, splice that, getting him back. That's so good. That's all the splice we need. Go. So they might have counterspells. We need to play around that. But we have like Ethereal Haze getting back Soulless Revival to beat counterspells, which is pretty good. They have another Relic. Got an Astrolabe, okay. Dismiss all. Oh, they get 2 Ephemerate's so dumb. The rebound, man, that's what does it. Alright, let's go Plains, Petalmain Baku, then Thief of Hope. Always yes, always yield. So they can counter Thief of Hope, sure, but we can get it back. Oh, it resolves, okay. End of turn burn? No, nothing, sweet. They get another Astrolabe. Okay, so that signals to me they only had the 1 of Relic, which is really good. We just gotta be careful we don't get burned out like the last game. We were really close to killing them. Okay, they play the Astrolabe, sure. The Rending Vines bought us time, but it might not be enough time, because now they start going Cork, Skyfisher, Arkham's Astrolabe, and then just holding up counterspells. But we can just pass turn now, right? We play Astrolabe, draw a card. Do I want to take this? Suppose I have to, huh? Okay. Thief of Hope was a good draw. So let's attack. They can Ephemerate and block, but that's fine. So now we go Thief of Hope. They counter it, and then we can like get it back and stuff on their turn. Alright, so let's haze right now. Splice this, targeting you. Please don't be Spellstutter Sprite. Okay, Counterspell is pretty fine here. So that goes up to 3. Then we can Soulless Revival targeting Thief of Hope. I mean, we take this damage. Okay, Brainstorm probably finding... Oh, they're actually pretty limited on blue mana. So they scred that. I can only get 3 mana. So let's Soulless Revival in response. Black. It's at 2. Bring back Thief of Hope. That way we gain more life and stuff. Thief dies. Okay, we can have 6. Alright, we somehow have to find a way to not die this game. The flyers are quite problematic, but I think we can go Thief of Hope and then get back the other Thief of Hope. Oh, that's pretty good. Let's go Thief of Hope. Death Denied for 1. Getting back Thief of Hope and then cast Thief of Hope. And X black. Go. Alright, alright. Maybe we can resolve our ribbons next turn to draw 3, who knows? Okay, Brainstorm, sure. Brainstorm plus Shuffle is less sure, that's pretty good. Take 6. Then we'll see. Alright, they scred the Baku. Means they're not killing the Thief of Hopes at least. Or if they do, they're doing it in the very wrong order. Okay, so they're tapped out. Golgari Rot Farm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 mana, draw 2. Okay. We could also get back Petalmain Baku, but I think that's not as good as just drawing. Crypt Rats. That's definitely something. Alright, let's go Rot Farm. Bringing that back. So we have 1 black mana, and then we can Crypt Rats and just kill everything. Okay. I definitely put a stop on their upkeep, but I guess I'm a little late. So if they fog Astrolabe, let's fog right now. I don't have enough mana to splice, but this also gains us a bunch of life. Nice, okay. We're not taking any damage, good. Skyfisher, sure. Okay. Okay. Crypt Rats might be super good here. They're probably holding up one counterspell. Also, apparently they didn't read what Ethereal Haze does. Okay, land was not good. I think we just do it, right? Cast Crypt Rats? Is Crypt Rats even good? Let me think about this way. How much damage am I taking next turn? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Crypt Rats stopping all of that seems pretty nice to me. No, they have the counterspell. Fine. So, that was the counterspell. I can Soulless Revival. God, Hanakami would be very good right now. I'm at 13. The only creature in my graveyard is Petalmane Baku, right? I've been really unlucky with that. I can Soulless Revival the Crypt Rats, replay it. They fall to 6, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4. It's gotta be better. Then if I draw any spell... Yeah, if I draw any spell, then we can just kill them. No attacks. Go. Because I don't think they can kill me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I actually have to block. I don't like blocking. Muldrifter is also quite bad. Yep. Ooh, no Ephemerate. Alright. 1. Basically, literally any spell in my whole deck will win the game unless they have like a Lightning Bolt. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I actually have to block this Trinket Mage, unfortunately. So now it's not any spell. And if they have 2 Lightning Bolts, I'm just dead. Pyromancer, Scred, the Crypt Rats. It looks like they sighted out the bolts, maybe. Do I want to go to 4? I don't think my life total matters. I think their life total matters, so we're going to X equals 1. Oh. Whoops. Alright, deck. Give us the goods. That is not the goods. God, we were so close. Floating. So we got Petalmane Baku. If I had kept Thief of Hope, I still would have died. Yeah, I still would have died here. But we definitely fought the good fight. I guess I can attack. That forces them to get rid of their Archaeomancer. And then we die in the air. Rough beats. Rough beats. I think that is the closest O2 I've ever played. Just the flyers, man. That's a rough situation. If we had 1 spell, we could stay alive. Oh man, that was rough. Alright, see you guys next round. Alright, we're playing against a Moros, 27. This hand looks pretty good. It's got a lot of mana, Petalmane Baku, Ashnod's Altar, and some fogs, which is really all the deck does anyways. Fog, and then Zubera storm them out. Whoa, careful study. Am I playing against Fischlbrand? That would be so sweet. The true mirror match. This deck is terrible. We are not... Oh, this must be, Infect, maybe? Definitely looks like Infect. Let's just lead on Snow-Covered Island. And I think I'm going to Ash Barrens for Plains. It really depends on what they're doing. But Mutagenic Growth in Mono Blue makes me think Infect. Let's see how they preordained. Delver. 2 cards on top. Okay, so that means Delver's probably going to flip. Yeah, we just gotta get Plains. We already have green for the Baku anyway. There's Kami. So, yeah, let's just get down Kami of False Hope now. Otherwise, we'd have to discard. I really would have liked to play the Golgari Rot Farm there, but discarding just seems really bad. Oh, they're not flipping. Interesting. Oh, it's this deck. Okay, well, we're definitely not going to trade off Kami. Well, actually, that seems fine. They're down to 3 cards in hand. And we have, like, infinite fogs. Sure. Bounce this for it, or island back to hand. I just don't want to be getting hit by Delver every turn, and now we only have to fog, you know, if they're threatening to do a bunch of damage. I don't think trading Delver there was correct. Alright, so let's go Petalmane Baku. Opponent's like, what does this card even do? Which, I would have the same response. We pass turn. Vapor Snag, the Kami. So we're not going to sacrifice. They only have 2 cards in hand for them, so them like actually killing us are pretty unlikely. And if things get really bad, we can just block with Petalmane Baku. Although sometimes this deck runs what is it? The card that gives them plus like double strike and trample. So blocking doesn't really get there. How did they ponder? They chose to shuffle. Okay, so it looks like they probably don't have it. I'm still going to fog just because I have a lot of fogs and I want to get counters on Petalmane Baku. Yes. Okay, so they take no damage. Kill the fiend, sure thing. So now we can go Kami. So always yes, always yield. Saves you a lot of time in the long run. And then I guess I might as well just play Hanakami. Play Evolving Wilds. I could get back Ethereal Haze with this Hanakami. And that seems fine. It's at 2 green. Get you back. Pass turn. Now I just have 2 fogs up because Petalmane Baku can add white for the fog. Yeah, and then we can, after we sack Kami maybe this turn, then we can, I mean, I'll take it, yeah. Don't really want to do that there, huh? Okay, so I think I get a swamp. Yeah, because I have all my other colors. Thief of Hope. Now we're talking. Go. Yeah, they're really stuck now. Hopefully, I don't think this deck has main deck Flaring Pain. Alright, they're really going deep. Let's see how they pondered. They chose to not shuffle, okay. Alright, let's fog. There you go. Snow-covered forest. Let's attack. So I have 2 fogs. Right, I'm okay just taking 2. Nice. It's death denied. They might counter this. But you don't want to have these counter wars while your opponent is like before combat. We want to do this at end of turn. Alright, they scooped. Alright, so sideboarding. I like Crypt Rats. Ribbon seems, let's see, there's a lot of cards that seem bad. Wear Away is just terrible. Rend Flesh, like all their, I don't think Rend Flesh is worth it. We want a lot of fog effects, but kind of the issue is that they're going to bring in stuff that, you know, damage can't be prevented this turn. So I'm kind of tempted to just bring in all this Silent Chant Zuberas and kind of trying to go that route. Like cut the ribbons and like just kill all their creatures and gain life so it doesn't matter. That seems okay to me. We can cut 1 Petalmane Baku and 1 Hanakami. So we still have like most of the fogs. Yeah, let's do that. Oof. I think on the draw I can keep this, but it is really sketchy. We're kind of hoping that we hit more lands, but our deck plays a decent number of lands and like all these cards are pretty solid. Okay, Petalmane Baku is nice. So now we can go Forest and then probably just Ash Barrens for Swamp. That's unfortunate. The natural Delver flip can definitely be a way we lose the game. Okay. Pretty quick. Swamp indeed. Alright, deck. We just need a 3rd land, please. Thief of Hope can go a long way here. Yo! Double natural flip with Delvers? Okay. That's one way to do it. How did they ponder? They shuffled. Okay. Shuffling is good, but we're taking so much damage off these Delvers. Alright. If they can natural flip, we can hit a land. Okay. I accept this trade. So this is interesting. I can Crypt Rats. And then if I draw Black Source, I'm not going to draw Black Source. Always yes, always yield. Yeah, so yeah, we basically need to set up a turn where I can like Crypt Rats away both Delvers and try and gain life off these Thief of Hopes. If that's even possible. We could just get like Vapor Snagged out of the game right now. I'm also expecting Flaring Pain to get discarded. Like we still have 8 fogs in our deck. We're only taking 6, we go down to 5. That's a lot. Oh, Crypt Rats. Actually, casting Thief of Hope here kills us, doesn't it? Wow, we're actually dead. That's crazy. Okay. If we had hit a land, we could survive at least one turn, but okay. It's a turn 5 kill. I mean, turn 1 Delver, natural flip, turn 2 Delver, natural flip will beat a lot of decks, so I don't really feel too bad about it. Alright, so I still like Crypt Rats. We just drew 2, which is unfortunate. But I think we do want Ashnod's Altar because we have all these Zuberas. And maybe I just want 1 Crypt Rats. Ah, it's so good though. We're just gonna have 1, I think. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna go first. Hope to avoid the Delver situation. Oh gosh. Do I keep this? I don't know if I keep this. I'm gonna keep this. We got double Astrolabe. And then like, if the rest of our hand was bad, I would mulligan, but like all the rest of the cards in our hand are really solid. Wow, opponent must be short on lands. Alright, so let's I think we grab Swamp because we need black for Crypt Rats. Nice. So we can go Astrolabe. And I think I just want to play another Astrolabe. I want to maximize my chances of playing Thief of Hope on turn 3. If they play any creature, then I have to play Kami, but getting Thief of Hope down and just like gaining life is really nice. Or I might just jam Crypt Rats and then sit there. I think I'm just gonna get down Thief. It kind of baits them into playing creatures, because if I play Crypt Rats, they could just like Vapor Snag it, so having this in play seems better. Even if we do end up killing our own creatures, that's kind of what our deck does. Alright, Island is nice. Now I can play another Thief. Play Kami. So if they have Vapor Snag, they can Vapor Snag the Kami, but they don't. Big Cyclops, sure. Delver, alright. I think now we play Crypt Rats. Crypt Rats. Go. Next turn, all your stuff dies. Ethereal Haze, okay. I guess I just passed turn. Ponder is fine. We basically want to like force them to go for it, and then we can hit them with Crypt Rats. So I'm okay just taking 3. Following Wilds is good. So they can Mutagenic Growth. I think I prevent all combat damage here. Let's get probably just a Swamp. Another Thief of Hope. That's pretty nice. I think I just play Kami because we're gonna lose 2 Thieves and get it back anyway. Take 3. Alright, so I can Crypt Rats X equals 4, but there's really no reason I can attack with both Thief of Hopes. Start getting in for damage. Yeah, that seems good. Just draining their life total, because they really probably have no way to gain life. I think I like just using Ethereal Haze. Drains them for 2. And I'm gonna do something funny here. I'm gonna Crypt Rats for 4 end of turn and see if they Mutagenic Growth. This looks like a misplay, but I'm hoping to bait out a Mutagenic Growth here. Because Ethereal Haze prevents all damage that would be dealt by creatures. Yes! Oh, that's hilarious. Got him. I'm so happy right now. I don't really want to... Can we just kill them? There's really no reason to do anything here. Let's attack for 2. Man, hopefully that won't happen to them again. Yep. They fall to 7 life. This will put him to 5. That's not exactly lethal, so we'll wait. But it's pretty much lethal. Win the match. We also got the moral victory with the Crypt Rats play to bait the Mutagenic Growth. Oh man, that's fun. See you guys next round. Alright, we're gonna go first against Proliferate. I played against this opponent actually I'm gonna keep this hand. I played against this opponent in the testing rounds, yeah. They remember too. Good luck and have fun. So we're gonna lead with Forest into Astrolabe. Thief of Hope is nice. And oh gosh, is this Stompy? I don't like Stompy here. It might be. Let's play Kami. Or no. We gotta do it this way. Oh wait. I want to get max value off this Thief of Hope. I think they might be playing land destruction, and then I'm just gonna regret everything. This is gonna be an acid moss killing my land. Oh my gosh. No, don't do it! No! Okay, Kozilek's Predator I'm fine with, but they are playing the mono green land destruction, which sucks when we're... Okay, never mind. Take it all back. We got Thief. We're running. Go. I think I'm dead. Man, that's like a Ulamog's Crusher mana. Is this a turn 3 Ulamog's Crusher? Oh gosh. I don't know how I beat that. Yep, turn 3 Crusher. Seems legit. Definitely taking 3. So I need like just stuff to sacrifice until I can find a Rend Flesh. I don't even know if that exists. Opponents admitting what they're doing is gross. I feel like I'm about to play this Dimir Aqueduct and have it just get killed by an Acid Moss. Just lost your last 2 games because of this. Playing against it? That's gross. Let's play Aqueduct. Protect the green, I guess. And pass turn. We're gonna lose Hanakami and Kami of False Hope, and we're gonna take like 12 damage. Yep. So gross. I don't think there's like any... I guess if I draw exactly Rend Flesh like next turn, then we can maybe do it. But otherwise... alright, we have like one more chance to draw a Rend Flesh, so... We can sacrifice like Thief of Hope and Evolving Wilds. And I guess I Fog here. That way I can gain some life first. Actually I kind of like sacrificing Thief of Hope and Astrolabe. That can get back Hanakami. It doesn't really matter what I get back. Yeah, so we gotta draw Rend Flesh this turn. Which may or may not be possible. I'm gonna grab a Plains. Let's grab an island, because I guess if we draw Blue Zubera, we can play Blue Zubera plus Hanakami and do that. Yeah, there you go. Floating Dream Zubera. Hanakami. Go. They have infinite mana. So we can take 11. I think taking 11 is probably correct. And then I think dying is also probably correct. There's nothing else I can really do here. Alright, Fog not good in this matchup. Good to know. Okay. So, they're going to try and kill our lands. Rend Flesh is definitely coming in. Rending Vines, I think I like. Crypt Rat seems okay. I'm just going to cut like all of the Kamis. Kind of want another Ashnod's Altar just to like maximize our chances of going off. And we just have to like kill their mana enchantments before they can do anything scary. We just go down to like 1 Ethereal Haze, run it like that. Alright, we're on the play. Plus our deck plays tons of lands. Yeah. This is like the dream hand. Pletomine Baku is like pretty huge against them. So let's go Snow-Covered Plains, Astrolabe. Okay, pass turn. Yeah, this is the thing we want to kill. The Wild Growth. Yeah, let's play Ash Barrens and then just get down Petalmane Baku. Because that gives us mana outside of like, if our lands get killed, we still have mana here. And if they Thermokarst, we're trading 1 for 1 and that's fine too. Nice, okay, let's... Can I actually Rending Vines? I don't think I can. I don't have the mana. Let's play Astrolabe. I cannot Petalmane Baku. Let's just get down Hanakami. That can start leveling up the Petalmane Baku. Dimir Aqueduct, returning the Ash Barrens. So our opponent can kill the Aqueduct, and that's fine. We're gonna start reducing their mana. Arbor Elf plus. Okay, it's not an Acid Moss. All this is good. Right now they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they actually can just jam a Crusher next turn. This deck is pretty good. All right, let's go. What are we doing here? I think I want to get a Petalmane Baku into play. And then I can tap this one for double green to Rending Vines away the Wild Growth. Yeah. And green. And then Baku gets bigger. Next turn we can go like Zubera plus Ribbons. Always yes here. Go. So if they spend all their turn playing a Crusher, that's not the end of the world. It's still pretty good. But we have cards that are good against Crusher, and if they don't play a Crusher, then we can kill the Wild Growth, and then their mana gets worse. Old Shambler with Kicker, killing Dimir Aqueduct. I'm just gonna take it. And the nice thing, like, them killing Dimir Aqueduct, it only sets me down 1 card. It does set me down 2 mana. So I can sack Hanakami, but then I don't have enough mana. So let's play a Floating Dream Zubera. Then play a land. Pass turn. Now I have a blocker. And depending on what happens, I might just want to save Hanakami to cast Ribbons. This is another Mold Shambler that's kind of gross. Okay. Untapped Swamp. Okay, now we have to decide what we're doing here. So we have 2 mana. Next turn I can go Snow-Covered Swamp, use Baku, play Ribbons, draw 4 cards. That actually seems pretty good. If we kill Wild Growth, they'll still have 6 mana next turn, but they won't have 8 mana. Alternatively, we can use this to get double green, sack Hanakami or Rending Vines, and then I think drawing has got to be better. And at this point, I kind of want this forest. So we take 6, we fall to 11. That seems okay. Taking the damage. Okay, drew another Ash Barrens. That's kind of funny. Let's play the forest they know about. A double blue. A double blue. Draw 4. Revamp our Petalmanes. I don't know why it resets. It's so weird. Always yes, always yield. Always yes. It must be... Oh, when I turn off auto yield, that's why it resets. That makes sense, actually. Pass turn. Rend Flesh is really helpful. I think we basically have to save that for a Crusher. Ooh, that's a problem. Okay. Let's block here. That's a big problem, because now our opponent's drawing like more cards than we are. Thief of Hope is a good start, though. Swamp. I can play... Yeah, this is getting pretty challenging. Petalmane Baku. You get a bunch of mana. Use one of these to play Thief of Hope. Yeah, this is rough. Yeah. They got a feeling it's a combo deck. It might be a dead combo deck, though. Can we survive the turn? If we can survive the turn, then maybe we have a shot. But I think if they have another Mold Shambler, oh my gosh. That hurts. Yeah. Alright. That down. Gonna be doing a little of the chump skis. Quite a bit of the chumps, actually. Do that. Double block. Block? Or... No, I can't actually triple block because I die. So we're gonna do that. I think Petalmane Bakus are the most important. I guess I can do this. That way they can't decide to kill the most important Petalmane Baku. Yeah. But the problem is they're drawing 2 cards per turn. Let's get Floating Dream Zubera. They draw. Okay, Ashnod's Altar. I think we just have to try and go for it right now. So let's go Snow-Covered Forest, Blue Zubera. Always yes. Yeah, we gotta just try and combo kill them right now. I guess I reset this one. No, I think it's, I actually don't know, like, as far as sequencing goes. No, I want black, right? No, we want blue, yeah. At 4 blue, Ashnod's Altar. Sack the Zuber. Okay. Soulless Revival. I can Rend Flesh Splicing Soulless Revival. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll be 5 mana. No, I think I just have to play Soulless Revival on Thief of Hope. Add a bunch of black. Get the blue Zubera. Alright, we're doing it, we're doing it. Play this Zubera. Alright, we gotta draw well. That was terrible. Alright. We gave it a good fight. If we had drawn spells to cast there, we could have maybe done it. At this point, we're just dead, though. Yeah. Rough. We were actually, I think, pretty close to just killing them because double Petal Mains plus Ashnods plus Floating Dream Zubera would get there. We just can't compete. Yeah, we're dead. Alright. See you guys next round. Alright, we're playing against Jay Steed. We're gonna go first. And we're gonna keep this hand. It's got Petalmain Baku, it's got an Astrolabe. What more do you want? And the opponent mulligan. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Let's lead on Swamp, Astrolabe. Okay. Turn 2, we're just gonna play Baku. Stompy, okay. This is the matchup I was interested in. I think we're really favored here. And they're gonna be like, what is this Petalmain Baku nonsense? If they have Savage Swipe. Actually, maybe we're supposed to go Astrolabe Evolving Wilds to play around Savage Swipe. Because Ethereal Haze actually prevents all damage, not just combat damage, so it stops Savage Swipe. I think they're likely to want to... Nope, okay. Right? Yeah, Savage Swipe would have saved the Baku. Unsure if it would be worth it. But definitely just something to note, that this prevents all damage, not just combat damage. Well, now I have regrets. Let's go Astrolabe. Floating Zubera. That is a good blocker. Let's play a good blocker. Go. Yo, endless Savage Swipes. I'm getting so punished with this Ethereal Haze gameplay. It's still probably fine, but it just hurts that they're getting so much value out of cards that should be really bad against us. Yep. Although, I guess I would rather have them Savage Swipe these guys than some of our other cards. Okay, we can Ash Barrens. Or probably green. And then we're gonna play Evolving Wilds. Pass turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I don't have to fog just yet, and I have 3 fogs in a row, and our opponent's got 1 card in hand. So we're pretty favored as long as we can draw something to splice onto this Ethereal Haze. And next turn, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so next turn we actually have to start fogging. Or blocking. Okay, Ashnod's Altar is interesting. Let's go Forest, Kami, and then play the Altar. Go. New combat, the attack. So we're gonna fog because I want to have Kami in hand in case I get more creatures to draw off this ribbons. It seems weird, and it does make us weak to a 3rd Savage Swipe. No, it doesn't, because this stops Savage Swipe. Okay. Yeah, basically we want to, you know, at the very least cast ribbons to draw 1. We just need something to get going. Yeah, actually gonna do this. 5 mana, draw 1 card. Seems pretty powerful to me. Go. It's alright, we're drawing to like Death Denied and all that. Okay, fog. And Death Denied. Endless Commies. Alright, we'll take it. Pretty rough. Maybe I should have saved ribbons, but I don't think I could have really known. Fog. Alright, deck, give us the goods, please. Nope, more lands. Alright. Kami. Dimmer Aqueduct. Bouncing the Forest. Go. Okay. Kind of like next turn, man. Okay, Thief of Hope is good actually. Let's go Thief. That can let us at least start gaining life. Snow-covered forest. We're gonna Ethereal Haze this turn. That gives us another chance to draw something. And then we can try and go off with Zuberas if things get a little sketchy. Or I guess we can Thief of Hope grabbing Kami. Another option. Fog. Can always yield. No blocks. Come on, blue Zubera. Okay, another fog. We'll keep running it, I guess. I don't really know what else to do here. We've drawn all weird cards. I've used 3 Kamis, and this will be 3 Ethereal Haze. So there's only 2 fogs left in my entire deck. But we have so many different ways to fog lock them. We haven't drawn any of our graveyard recursion yet. Opponent's thinking about what to do here. I actually hate that Magic Online does that. It was me who was lagging, but it showed them ticking down. So what's up with that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, let's block this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. I blocked there just in case they did anything, but we're gonna fog. Yeah, Magic Online, I get that. It's about to end. Vault Scourge, sure. Alright, Death Denied. Got a lot of good draws here. Literally, what is happening? Oh my gosh, that's unreal. Like, I don't even know if it's good, it's just unreal. Okay. I feel bad for the opponent, but I also feel bad for myself. Yeah, I bugged the system on playing the 20 Ethereal Haze deck. How many? That's all the Ethereal Haze, and there's only 1 Kami of False Hope left in the whole deck. So we're bound to draw something good now because we've just drawn lands and fogs and no card advantage. Come on, deck. There we go. Okay, Soulless Revival can get back. It's kind of rough. I just have to get back a Kami here. Sure. Soulless Revival would have been so much better if I had been able to splice it onto any of these Ethereal Hazes, but it is what it is. We're still like kind of draining them for a decent amount of life. Pass turn. Okay, sure. And we want them to attack out because we want to actually get in for damage with Thief of Hope, because our way to win is just kind of slowly killing them, although I guess I shouldn't really be attacking with Thief of Hope because they can untap a blocker. Death Denied. Pedal Main Baku. Okay, not the best draw. So sacking Thief of Hope for Kami is the same as getting back Floating Dream Zubear because we draw 1 extra card. Well, we might as well attack to see if they trade. They probably untap a River Boa. Oh, they just took it. Perfect. Okay, that gives us more chance. Thief of Hope gets back Kami. Yes, play Kami. So they're no longer being drained, but I guess we do this. And we're drawing pretty thin at this point. We did get them to 10. That's something. And their board is way bigger than I can even look at. Okay. Alright, deck, Death Denied. Off the top. Let's go. Or Blue Zubera into Death Denied. That'd be even better. Pedal Main Baku will not do it. Okay, moving on to sideboard. They don't know really anything about what our deck does, which is nice. We have all these Spore Frogs too. I think we have to bring in Rending Vines. Ribbons would be good in general. Rend Flesh is bad. Ashnod's Altar, I think I'll keep like 1. No, maybe 2 is okay. I think Wear Away is just better than Rending Vines because Rending Vines draws us cards. Oh, we have to make a lot of cuts. It's pretty unlikely that, like, they're just going to bring in Graveyard Hate, so I think Death Denied is not that good. Pedal Main Baku is not that necessary. We just want, like, max fog at this point. And then this is kind of rough because I really think Ribbons is good in this matchup in general. Like, if we're just fogging every turn, casting Ribbons is nice. What do I even cut? Like, this is the Spore Frog matchup. Maybe 1 Ribbons, and I think Hanakami is pretty nice, but yeah, we can go infinite that way. I think I just go 2 Rending Vines. That gives us like enough interaction, but not too much. Sure. Let's go first. Sure. We got our 1 of Ashnod's Altar. I'll take it. Alright, Astrolabe. Let's have a better hand. That hand was like pretty bad. Go. And we need to play fast because when we thought Magic Online lagged us out, or our opponent was lagging, it actually Magic Online disconnected us. We lost like 3 minutes that way. So we need to play pretty quick to make up for that. Alright, opponent plays Korean Ranger. We are going to Astrolabe, play Bounce Land. Ooh, Zubera with Ashnod's Altar is nice. It's also just a good blocker. I know I said that last time and then I got hit by Savage Swipe. But it is true, it blocks well. Take 1. Yep. Alright, so they have the quintessential start of Korean Ranger into Nest Invader into Vault Scourge. We are going to Ash Barrens. I think I kind of want to Plains. I'm going to play the Plains, then I'm just going to play the Zubera. In before another Savage Swipe. I feel like they probably should have sided those out, honestly. Like, it worked in the first game, but Savage Swiping a Floating Dream Zubera is just not that good. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. I mean, yeah, that's fine. Holy lands. Okay. We're going to take 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can keep delaying here. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They can go like, what's the worst case scenario? Triple Rancor would kill me. 3 Rancors would kill me. But I don't want to play Kami and then let them like ping it. I'm not gonna. Am I gonna play around 3 Rancors? I guess so. We're like pretty well set up. We're gonna play Kami. We're gonna play Ashnod's Altar. Go. I'm gonna be kind of sad if they hit us with an epic confrontation, but pretty happy if they have 3 Rancors and I played around it. I guess also Rancor and Divines of Vastwood would kill me. And block the Korean Ranger. This is 5, 6, 7, 8 damage. Alright, let's, yeah, none of that. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I actually have to go Snow-Covered Swamp, Soulless Revival on you, Splice Soulless Revival on you. Play Kami. Pass turn. And I will take 9. I basically want to force them to play a pump spell. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's not lethal. Okay. Burning Tree into Nest Invader, sure thing. Alright, now we can start drawing action. Snow-covered island, so let's basically do the most we can to get max value out of this Zubera. We're gonna get, think of Plains, also it's like pouring rain. We're gonna play the Zubera. And then we're gonna sacrifice Kami that turn, and the next turn we're gonna untap with max mana and try and maybe Zubera combo them, depending on what we draw. Alright. They're at 31 life. We can easily do 31, I don't think they know that, but... And our deck is like, we have 12 fogs in there now. Alright. No more lands in deck, please. Get a swamp. Okay, Kami is a good draw. Swamp. Not going to attack with the Zubera because they could just untap a creature and block. Basically, we're just waiting until we like find a second Zubera and we can sacrifice them both or something like that. Do nothing. Thief of Hope, there we go. So I can go Thief of Hope and then Soulless Revival on Kami. Let's actually draw a card here and see what we hit. Alright, let's get rid of even more lands out of our deck. Soulless Revival, the Zubera. Turn that into blue. We just have to make sure we keep open white. Draw 2. Okay, Soulless Revival. So 1-2 for Soulless Revival. But then I would actually have to use the Astrolabe to cast the Zubera. And that seems pretty bad. So let's just get back Kami here. Yeah, I don't know. We've drawn like pretty rough. Or we've played rough. I'm not really sure. We just keep running out of like... The benefit of these spells is you can splice them onto each other. But if you just draw one at a time, then you get none of that like late game advantage. So I don't know. It's possible I was supposed to just go off with the Zubair that turn. Because now I'm sacrificing Thief of Hope just to grab a Fog. And then what? Yeah, this is kind of rough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We've drawn like a lot of lands, but we still should have some type of gameplay here because I don't know. It has been quite a few lands. No damage, and I guess we just got a top deck. This is rough. And I'm pretty sure I cited out Death Denied. Spore Frog. I just feel like I'm not accomplishing anything. Yeah. So, note to self, don't side out Death Denied in a matchup where it would be the best possible draw at every step of the game. Rending Vines is our best draw, I think, right now. Alright, I gotta look at the deck again real quick. I mean, we drew like an insane amount of lands, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 lands. So there were 6 lands left in our whole deck. 7 lands left in our whole deck. Okay, so we drew a lot of lands. That was problem number 1. Oh my gosh. I don't know. Let me view the deck here. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we want 2 Death Denied? Because at any point if we had drawn Death Denied, we would have just won the game. But we didn't. And bringing in Crypt Rats for that matchup seems better than Spore Frog. Alright, see you guys next round. Alright, we're playing against Lord Beerus. Let's go first. I basically keep every hand that has Kami, plus like a Arkham's Astrolabe. So, we will be keeping this. Astrolabe. Okay, we got a lot of fog, so let's play against a green deck? Okay. Thraben Inspector suggests that they're more aggressive, which is good for us. We can get down 1 Kami. They can like lightning bolt it, but they could do that anyway. It's just more mana efficient this way. And I have a feeling that if we can draw lands, this Wear Away should do some work too. I'm obviously not going to sacrifice Kami here. Glinthawk, yep. Well, let's put down another Kami. And slowly dies, we don't draw lands. I kind of want to double block this Thraben Inspector. Seems worth it. Alright, so we basically just got them to trade Galvanic Blast with the Kami. Which is pretty good when we have like all this recursion in hand. Like if we draw land, we can go like Ethereal Haze plus Soulless Revival and all that. Alright, Petalmane Baku is kind of like drawing a land. Let's hit for 1. That's one thing that's pretty important with this deck is like every damage matters when you're trying to ping them down with Thief of Hope. So drawing a land would be really ideal because then we could Ethereal Haze plus Soulless Revival, but if we're not going to draw a land, I would at least like to draw a blue Zubaira. That would be my choice. Yep. And if we had just been able to kill that Astrolabe, they would have been out of like all this card draw. I'll block here. I don't know of any card that does 1 damage. Okay. Land. Alright, Ethereal Haze. You got it. This is a long time to go without drawing lands, that's for sure. So, I think I'm going to play this Fog. I just want to get counters on Petalmane Baku. Even though we're getting like very minimal value here, we just kind of need this to be able to generate mana. And keeping our life total high against the deck that's playing like Galvanic Blast and all that. Ugh, okay. Well, now we're in trouble. Because now we have no mana and there's just nothing going on. Although, if we draw a single land, then we can Ethereal Haze plus Soulless Revival. Land. Come on, deck. Okay, now we need to bounce land. That would be the best possible, I think. Alright. Probably just going to be sacking Kami here. Well, we'll see. I'll just take full damage if they have no spells or no effects. Okay. Okay. Oh my gosh. This is unreal. This is turn 7. We have not drawn a land in 7 turns. I think if they just kill Kami, then we die, probably. Just based on how many burn spells they probably have in hand. I'll attack. Yeah. That dies. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4. We fall to 6. They could just have 2 burn spells and kill us. Yeah, this is what happens when you don't draw enough lands. Yep. Do they have a bushwhacker? Okay. I will in fact block. Oh my gosh, can we please draw land? Unreal! Actually, I have to discard a hand size now. Alright, this seems basically unwinnable. I'm gonna discard Wear Away, it seems terrible. We could have had a lot of sweet things going on if we just had lands. Alright, Fog. For no value. Like if we were like Fog plus Solar Survival or anything, we would have like a pretty good shot in this game, but we just don't. Okay. Well, I can do this. But unfortunately I can't splice anything. That's the problem. Like, we're not gaining any advantage now. And if they have a burn spell, obviously we just die, but. Because now we need to draw like Fog plus something else. I guess Ethereal Haze would be our best draw because we could Ethereal Haze plus Solar Survival. So we can hope for that. And we drew a land. Ah, we're so close, but it's like just not. Right, like I can Hanakami. I mean, I might as well. I could play Hanakami and then sacrifice it to get Ethereal Haze, but I don't get the splice. So they can attack, we can fog them. Fog. But no splice. It's looking bad. Plus again, they just need 2 lightning bolts to kill us. Like, that's not hard. They sent us a message. Honestly, this is pretty close. But we have to use our Soulless Revival here. Getting back Kami. And that's not good. But, okay, they just burned it. Alright, we're dead. Okay. Sideboarding. I actually don't know what I want. I think Crypt Rats is good. I think Ribbons and Rend-Flesh are bad. We want like mass removal. Wear Away is pretty bad. I would like at least 1 way to gain life. I like all of our Fog effects. Although maybe Fog is just worse than gaining life against them. No, that's probably not true. And then some amount of Rending Vines also seems kind of nice. Probably just cut Ribbons altogether. Although Ribbons is pretty nice, but we can just have stuff like Death Denied and they're going to kill all of our creatures. So I think probably 3 Rending Vines is good. Maybe just 1 Crypt Rats because it's good, but it does do a lot of damage. No, it's got to be good. 2 Crypt Rats, cut a Hanakami, and 1 Fog. Sure. All right, let's go first and let's draw more than 2 lands. Okay, let's draw less than 5 lands. I don't think I can keep this, right? No. Oh my gosh, this is even worse. I think I will keep this on the mulligan because our deck is very mana hungry. But it's pretty brutal because none of these lands are black either. So we're gonna double fetch before we Astrolabe. It's so unfortunate how many lands we've drawn. Like if we could have just put some of these in our other opening hand, that would have been key. But we just need to draw a couple things. And by a couple things, I mean a lot of stuff. And then we should be golden. All right, opponent leads on Astrolabe. I think we are going to grab a Forest. Right, this is definitely grabbing a Swamp, and I'm gonna fetch before Astrolabe just so there's less lands in my deck. Alright, please don't draw land. That would just be disgusting. Alright, sure. Well, we've got the land part figured out. Okay, Soulless Revival. Go. I don't want to just run out Kami. Alright, Prophetic Prism, sure. Just gonna guess. The worst thing for me would be them playing Glinthawk, which is probably going to happen. Oh, it is not. Just a lowly Thraben Inspector. My gosh. I mean, we did keep a 6-land hand and we've drawn 2 lands. Oh man, sometimes variance is just not very friendly. Take 4. Well, I think this many lands is just too much. I mean, we're gonna get swamps. That way Crypt Rats gets like a better and better draw, but I don't Crypt Wretch isn't even that good now because our life total is so low because we've only drawn lands. Opponents over here just drawn a million cards. Clint Hawk, yep. So I think Crypt Rats would be still good. We would fall to 5. Alright. That's just... Oh man. It's gonna get bolted and then we're gonna die. Too many lands versus not enough lands. It's unfortunate because I think this would have been a fun matchup to like actually play out for real. But we just had 2 non-games. Go. Yeah, alright. So that's gonna end the league. Pretty unfortunate showing, I think, of the deck overall. We won 2 games. Oh man. I don't really know what to say. I feel like this deck is quite powerful, but clearly our record... I don't know what I'm doing here. Clearly our record was not good. So I don't know. It might be like just close. Because all of the matches were like, we almost won? Except for the last one, but that was just 2 bad games. So we're going to keep tuning the deck and see what we can do to make it better. Because I really like this setup, right? All these fogs should be good against the creature matchups. I don't know what happened. See you guys next time.